here. Hello and welcome back. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful holiday weekend. Today's Friday, right?
Today is Friday.
22nd. Yeah, today is December 22nd. So I'm here with Dylan from Espresso Outlet, and he's going to show us. Dylan's going to show us the latest DF64V. That's the available speed. I did get one, but unfortunately, it's in my house. I'm not at home. So Dylan was nice enough to show us that. So it should be a lot of fun here. Okay, so Dylan, why don't you give us the overview on the grinder?
Yeah, so first thing we'll talk about on the grinder is the paint finish. So this is actually an anodized process, which is an electrochemical process that converts the metal surface of the grinder into a decoratable, durable, corrosion resistant finish. So it's very nice. That's why it only is available in the gray and the silver colors. And then kind of go over the grinder here.
Dylan, can you,
black and silver.
Dylan, can you give us a close up on the paint job? I'm very curious to see it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, just give us the close up there. So Dylan is going to show us the close up of the finish of the grinder.
So here's like an up close. So as you can see, it's almost like a sparkle to it.
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of here, we have the dial. So it just obviously depends on everybody's coffee, but I'm running my espresso around 13, which was yesterday. So it'll probably pull around the same today. It comes with a funnel here, which is removable. On the back, there's this. I'm going to kind of flip it upside down.
Yep.
There's a little screw back here if I can show you.
Yeah.
So back here, there's a little screw down here.
I see it. Yep.
It's an Allen key. Then it just allows you to take it off. So you can take it off, clean, whatever. The bellows does come off. And then like some of our other products, it has the built-in anti-popcorn that just attaches. And then the funnel straight down.
Okay, can you show us the auger look like there? Zoom in, yeah. So that's the pre-breaker, correct?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, it is a pre-breaker. Yep, there we go. Yep, I got it. Okay.
So and then just pops right back in like so. And then it also comes with this wooden lid and then the bellows.
Okay.
It's really thick, just like all the other products. And then you have your RPM dial down here. So let me put you back on the tripod so I can have a free hand. All right, so
we got the RPM.
So it's got the RPM here. So it ranges from 1600 all the way down to 300. And just for testing purposes, I'll grind on 300 for the espresso that we brew.
Okay, good.
Kind of go over the bottom part down here. So the cup has a bottom like this. So
it's magnetic.
Finish. It's got that foam, kind of reduce some noise and vibrations. And then the magnet, which will slide straight in, pretty strong. I mean, we've had this thing tilted, and the magnetic without this on will actually stay on with the grinder tilted, which I don't know why you do that, but it just shows you how strong the magnet is. This chute part right here comes out, and as you see, there is two little magnets holding it on, which are also strong, but super easy to take off and to clean your grinder. And then it just comes straight back up and slides right back in. So this is available in black and silver. On our website, it's $7.99 US, and it comes, like I said, black and silver. So there's a couple different burrs that you can pick with this grinder. So just to kind of go over the couple ones that you can pick. There's the DLC 83mm brew burrs.
Hey, Dylan, can you zoom up a little bit?
Yeah, so let me pull this out. So here are the DLC 83mm brew burrs.
Okay.
So this is one of the options that you can pick. If you purchase the DLC brew burrs, We recommend only using them for brewing like pour overs, French press, because it does not grind fine enough for espresso. However, if you choose the DLC espresso burrs, obviously it's more tailored and cut towards espresso, but you can also use them for French press and pour over as well. So if you want to do more of like a multi-purpose brew with this grinder, we recommend going with the espresso burrs that are included. But if you want this solely for just brew burrs, then we recommend going with the DLC brew burrs as one of those
Okay.
options. Now, there are upgradable options, which are the SSP 83 millimeter espresso burrs. We have the SSP multi-purpose burrs and also the SSP 83 millimeter cast brew burrs. So those are different options that we have. And then, do you have
Hey,
any
Dylan.
questions on it?
Dylan, what's the price on SSP?
So the SSP upgrades are 325.
Okay, so okay, 325 for the SSP, and then what about the DRC brewers?
They are also the DLC brewers. So the ones that come with the actual grinder are the DLC brewers or espresso burrs.
I know,
Those are free. Those are
I know.
your pick that comes with the
Yep.
grinder at $7.99.
But what about the someone wants the extra birds with it, extra DRC?
I believe that I don't know. That I'll have to ask Joe on. I don't want to give anybody
Okay.
false information. But I'll go over some of the key features here on the grinder. So the grinder is adjustable from grinding speed of 300 RPM to 1600 RPM, which you can see 16 all the way down to 300. It's got an efficient DC brushless motor. And then it's also got the 680-watt motor for just extra power for grinding at lower RPMs. Something else that also helps with grinding at low RPMs is it's the pre-breaker auger to allow you to grind at those low RPMs. So it's got a horizontal design, which means the burrs are up and down as opposed to like this and flat.
Yep.
And this just helps with a lot of the retention that you see on other single dose grinder options. It does have a plasma generator, so you're going to get less static, and it's just going to be cleaner inside out. We recommend that if you're doing like pour overs, for pour overs, it's better to use a lower RPM because then you get less fines in your cup to make it a little bit more clear when you're brewing your pour overs. You can grind at low RPMs for espresso, but for best taste, we found it's best at like 800 to like 1400 in my
Okay, hold on. Hey,
little
Dylan,
experiment.
Joe just mentioned to me that you can get the both birds for $50. I hope I'm saying it right. Okay. Yeah. So I need to check that as well. I need to check his options. Okay, go ahead, Dylan.
So we've gone over all the options. We've gone over the specs of the grinder. We've gone over the paint. Obviously, like I said, the bean hopper is right here, just a single dose bellows, super thick rubber. And then I guess we can go ahead and brew a shot of espresso just so you can kind of get a look at the workflow.
Okay, hold on one second before we go. Okay. So we talk about the finished products, the finish on the grinder, and then also we talk about your burr options and the RPM. And I mean, again, built-in style. Okay, what about retention? How much retention? If you put 18 gram in, is it close to zero retention or like a little bit left on it? What is your thoughts?
So one thing that I've noticed, if you're grinding for espresso and you have it
Yep.
at a 300 RPM, obviously the motor is going to run a little bit slower because you're grinding at that low RPM. So for me, if you do 300 and then you use the bellows, there might be still a couple grams, give or take, still left in there. So what I like to do is if I am grinding at 300 RPM, once it stops coming out, then I'll actually ramp up the RPM just a little bit just to get the extra excess coffee out. So the burrs will spin a little faster. And with that, I've usually gotten right around maybe 0.1 to 0.2 off.
Okay.
Other times I've gotten it pretty much spot on 18 in, 18 out.
Okay, so I gotta. So Joe, according to Joe, extra $75, you're gonna get both birds when you purchase the grinder. So instead of what? Let's see here, $900. So if you spend $975, you're gonna get both birds there. So that's pretty good. Okay. So you're looking at under $1,000. You're gonna get both birds. Man, I mean, I'm very excited to actually using it coming weeks. All right. So what else? So far, I mean, I know you've been using it for what? Couple of days.
I got it last night, and I was up till about 2 in the morning working with it.
Good. And what's the overall impression so far? Because I know you got a couple of grinders over there.
Yeah. So weight wise, it's very well built. You can tell by how heavy it was. Just to be funny, I gave it to my wife and told her to hold it really quick for me while I set something up. I just wanted to see her face when she felt how heavy it was.
Yep.
And she was like, "Wow, that thing's heavy." I was like, "Yeah, it's pretty heavy." I don't know the exact weight of it. I could look it up really quick, just so everybody knows. Let me see.
Okay, hold on a second. Barrett, according to Barrett, is $800 right now, $100 off.
So weight of this grinder is 22 pounds.
Wow, that's pretty good size there.
So it's pretty solid.
Hold on. You know what? I need to check the price on this. According to Barrett, Porter Keeper say $800 right now. I'm on the website, say $899. So if you buy $899, you're gonna get an automatic $100 discount on it. That's how it works.
I mean, so on our website, to clarify it, I can kind of just give you a look real quick.
Yep.
So as the options, it says you have the choice between DLC brew burrs, espresso burrs. Upgraded cost for the 83 SSP are $325. If you get both DLC 83 millimeter brew not installed, burrs and espresso pre-installed would be $75.
There we go. Yep, that's it. That's the one.
So
and how come Barry said $800 right now?
That I know.
Okay, so I mean, if you do, so there is the coupon code. Okay. Yeah, we got coupon code for $100 off.
So we actually the coupon code was applied, so it's $7.99 right now. So that's the price that we have on our website.
Okay, if you guys are curious, I got the link under my description box, so make sure to check it out as well. And then I think that's the one you guys are check out. I think it's gonna be applied to that coupon code. I think. Yeah.
So the coupon is auto applied. So it was $8.99 with the $100 coupon.
Yeah.
But we just decided to make the new price $7.99 as opposed to $8.99.
Okay. I mean that, which means you're looking at $800 plus if you're gonna go with another DLC. I mean, you're looking at what, under $900 for two birds with the 83 millimeter.
And then just to give you kind of a idea again, here's the DLC brew burrs.
Okay, why don't you give us a close up there, Dylan? Okay, I see. So it's not okay. So it's not a SSP. Yeah, it's not like SSPMP brew. So that one you cannot go fine enough to go espresso.
That's correct. But if, like I said, if they are wanting to get this grinder for like an multi-purpose grinder and they don't want to buy the SSP or they don't want to buy both, the espresso burrs are what we recommend because the espresso burrs are good for espresso and they can go coarse enough for pour overs.
Okay, but so how's the alignment?
I haven't checked the alignment personally because I just got it. But from experimentation, it's pretty good right out of the box.
Okay, out of the box. Okay, how's the bar installation? Is it very simple like DF83 or?
Yeah, I mean, you can switch them out super quick and then just pop in the other burrs.
Okay.
So I will I'll do a workflow here so you guys can see kind of how the workflow is, and then we can go from there.
Why don't you show us the workflow? So which coffee machine you're gonna use with that?
So this is the
DF83.
Rocket Apartamento TCA,
Okay.
which is temperature controlled adjustment. So it allows you the ability to change the temperature of the machine and also to turn on or off the energy saving mode, I guess you can call it.
Okay. That's good.
So,
By the way, if you're just joining us, we are talking to Dylan from Espresso Outlet, talking about latest DF83V coffee grinder. I wish they changed the name for something else because they're completely different grinder than DF83. Okay.
so today I'm using some espresso blend from Good Brothers.
Okay.
So this is a medium roast.
Okay.
So this is going to be 18 grams in.
Okay. So Dylan is making some espresso for us. Oh,
So
you don't go. You don't go hot start.
Nope. I'm showing you that you can go cold start with 300 RPM.
Okay.
So we're just going to go ahead and start. So I'll show you the buttons on the side. So there is a button to turn on. There's a switch. There's like a toggle switch. It turns the grinder on and off because I know that with the DF64V that we had, some people didn't like that LED was on all the time. So there is a toggle switch that you can turn the entire unit off. Once you turn the switch, I'll show you afterwards, it turns everything off. And then you can turn that toggle switch back on, and then there's a separate button to where you can start the actual grinder.
Okay.
So we'll go ahead and start this now. Let me zoom in so you can kind of see the.
Why don't you get closer so people can hear the noise as well?
All right, I'll get as close as I possibly can.
Yeah. So make sure to zoom out a little bit. Okay. There we go. Go ahead. Okay.
So obviously at 300 RPM, it's going to grind a lot slower.
Sure.
So it just completed. So we'll use the bellows. So something that I like to do is just ramp it up a little bit.
Yep.
Just so it gets the rest of it out. As you can see, the rest coming out. And then you can turn it off. And then I will show you the grind. So as you can see here, see how clean it is? And then inside. And then it just
by
attaches.
the way, yeah. So if you guys are watching, because this grinder has a plasma generator, so which means they're anti-static generator built in. So that's the reason why you don't see the static there. Good.
Let me zoom out so you can see. Very uniform.
Yep.
And then just kind of show you my workflow here.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's workflow is going to be different. So, I mean, just depending on kind of your style, I guess you can say. And then, as you see, the static in the cup's pretty good.
Yep. You want to zoom out for a little bit, Dylan. Okay. There we go.
Show you the static in the cup again.
All right.
And then I'm just going to WDT. This is totally optional. I always do it when I'm at home just because, I mean, I've got nothing else better to do.
If you guys are watching, we are talking to Dylan from Espresso Outlet, showing us the latest grinder from Turin, DF83V. All right. Let's take a look there. He's putting the shot. So you haven't seasoned the grinder yet, right? So this grinder is not seasoned.
That's correct. So, I mean, there's going to be, the shots are going to flow the best after you do a couple shots, but
Yeah. So he's going to give us the shot from the bottom there. All right. Do it. Yeah, it's hard to see it. There we go. It looks pretty good, if you ask me. Yeah.
all right, so that shot was 28 seconds, and I got a 1-to-2 ratio.
Okay.
So let me go ahead and get the tripod back up. So pretty good shot right there. But on paper, it's a good shot. Now, I always tell everybody, don't always go based on what you see, because sometimes a good shot could actually be a shot that's quicker, a shot that's slower. But on paper, this is pretty much what everybody wants to see. So I'll show you the shot here.
Yeah, that, I mean, again, you know, when it comes to workflow, is very easy. You know, I'm just like any other grinder. Okay. And I mean, the look and feel is really nice so far.
So yeah, I'll give it a taste test here, and then we'll kind of go over that toggle switch that we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
So this is a medium roast. It's got lower acidity, kind of the nutty, kind of cinnamony notes. It is good. I'll let it sit there for a second and go talk about the machine and come back to trying it again.
Okay, show us the toggle switch.
Yeah, so over here, let me zoom in, get this out of the way. So here is the toggle switch. So this toggle switch, like I said, controls it going on and off. So it's just a tactile switch. You push down and then give it a second. Now the grinder just shut off. So it does have about a 3-second delay before the actual grinder shuts down.
Okay.
And then it toggles back on. It comes on immediately. The button over here is what turns the grinder on. As you can hear it, it is on. It's off. So it's on. This is at the highest RPM for sound.
They're pretty quiet, aren't they?
This is the lowest RPM.
Yeah.
Right here.
That's good.
And then if you go to 1,000 RPM, and then 1,600. And then you turn it off with the button, and then I'll show you what happens on the other side with the dial marker. So I'll tell you when I turn the toggle switch off.
Yep.
So the toggle switch is off. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 seconds, it completely turns it off.
Okay.
And then as soon as you push the toggle switch, it'll turn right on and on.
Okay. Ah, good. Okay, so I got you.
So you see what I'm saying?
Yep.
So on here, I'll give you a close up. Let me take my phone off. I can just come up here. So on here, you see that this is the dial mark indicator. So this is going to tell you what grind size you're on. And then there are micro adjustments. This is a stepless grinder, so you can make any micro adjustment you want and get the shot that you need for your extraction.
Okay, Dylan, what about the calibration? If let's say someone installed Burrs, so 0 point is going to change.
Yes, I believe, like I said, I have not done it. That would be more so if Barrett or Joe is on. I don't want to give
No,
anybody the
but
wrong
what I'm
information.
saying is right now your 0 point is at, you have the mark at right on the like 12 o'clock, right?
Yes.
Okay, and if you're gonna do the calibrations different burrs, that point's going to change, correct?
Yes, the
0 point.
point will change.
Okay, which means you need to have what? Can you adjust that, or you need to
I
have?
believe you can adjust it with this Allen key right here.
Okay, Allen key. Okay, got it.
I believe that's what that's there for. Like I said, I just got the grinder, so
Yeah.
I'm going to do more testing and make another video on it, probably either today or early next week after Christmas. But so far, I'll do a video where I'm exchanging the burrs. I know Barrett may have one already where he does exchange the burrs. I'm not sure.
Okay, hold
So
on, hold
definitely
on.
go check out.
I got a message from Joe. Joe mentioned about the live chat there. There's the Allen keys for that reason.
Correct.
Okay.
So I guess that is why it was right there. So I was right.
Yep. So Allen
I just
keys
didn't
for
want to
that.
tell you, and it was wrong. So, but yes, that is how you adjust that.
So it's kind of like similar to like EK43. Okay.
So I can show you as well where the burrs touch, so you can see out of the box. So you asked how it is like the 0
Mhm.
point too. So right now we're grind setting 13. Let's go to
Yep.
0, and we're touching right
Yep.
about at 0.
Yep.
And then you kind of go back. So like I was at 13, and it's super easy to adjust. One
Yep.
hand doesn't move the grinder. The grinder is very nice weight. It's actually even going to be more sturdy if you have it on like a piece of wood or something. But I have it on rubber that kind of moves, and it's still really easy to adjust.
Okay, so again, so this grinder has all the bells and whistles so far, okay? Because with the calibration, they have an Allen wrench to actually adjust the 0 point. I mean, like some grinders I have, you cannot adjust the 0 point, so I have to have a special tape to mark it. So that's nice plus there as well. All right.
Any other questions you guys had on the machine?
Okay. I think we are. Aaron says he's gonna try out the birds later, bluebirds later. That's good. That's excellent. Okay, I mean, so far on paper, I'm looking at it. I mean that's something. Okay, that's something special. Okay, I mean I really like it. Right,
I
and
mean,
then
it definitely takes everything and puts it all into one grinder.
yeah,
And
man.
this is one of my favorite parts, is just how
Mhm.
easy that this is to remove and clean, especially with me always wanting to have a really clean brew bar. This
Yep,
just makes it super easy to detach and then reattach just straight up here. And the magnet of the cup, I can push it in, super strong.
man, that's nice. Very cool. So I think so far from your espresso outlet, I love the Gen 2 DF64. Okay. And then DF83V is, I think that's your top two grinders
Yeah.
for
And
sure.
if just in case someone's tuning in late to the video, I do want to go back because I know it's going to be a common question. And they're going to ask what paint is on the grinder. It's actually an anodized. It's actually
Okay.
anodized, which is an electrical chemical process that converts the metal surface into a decorative, durable, and corrosion resistant surface and finish. So so far, I mean, it feels really nice. It's got a little sparkle to it when you go up in the light. Very solidly built grinder. It's 22 pounds. I can probably give you the dimensions on live right now while we're on live with the hopper and everything. So it stands at about, with the hopper, 15 and a half inches. The actual base of the unit is about 9 inches, but the actual length of the whole grinder is about 12 and a half.
Okay.
If you take the bellows off and just keep it like this, um, it stands at about 13 and a half, a little bit over, like 13 and probably 3/4.
Mhm.
Like I said, it's super easy to come on. The bean anti popcorn comes off super easy. It's also got a rubber little silicone piece right here to where it comes in and fits snug. No vibrations from it. and then it just all assembles very easily.
Okay, so what's the order process going to be? I know Joe was mentioning about 75 unit is coming.
Yeah,
Okay.
so based on our website, so if you have any questions and you pre-ordered this grinder, instead of emailing to get your answers super quick, so there's no waiting involved, just go ahead and check our website. So on our website, so if you go to the actual page right here and you have your Turin DF83V,
Yeah.
if you scroll down to the description, it's right here. So in this red, we will keep this updated as we know the updates. So as
Got
of
it.
right now, it's pre-order only, and then it is coming in about mid-February of next year. And then we will send updates on this page. So if you have a question about updates on your shipment, please go to our espressooutlet.net and go down and scroll to the description in bright red, where we will give you all of the information that we know at that given time.
Okay, good. Okay, for your convenience, I do have a link down below as well. Make sure to check it out. All right, Dylan, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
You're
And
welcome.
so when you install the Brewbirds, let me know, okay?
Sounds good. I'll post a
Good.
video on it. I'll do like a little
Okay,
mini short of putting it all
good.
together.
Sounds good. All right, buddy. Thank you
All
for
right.
joining us.
See you guys.
So that's Dylan from Espresso Outlet. Yeah, there's a lot of fun. Like I cannot wait. I cannot wait to try that grinder. Unfortunately, it's not here. Okay, it's in my house. And again, I think DK is asking me. So lowest is 300 RPM all the way up to 1600 RPM. So the ranges are fantastic, fantastic range. Man, I mean that's really nice. And what else? I mean, anti-static built-in plasma generator. That's amazing. So I think comes to price, what you get for it. Joe say, well, extra $75. You're gonna get both birds. And again, they have $100 off right now on the discount for the pre-order. So make sure to check out the link as well. Okay, folks. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful holidays and Merry Christmas. And see you guys next time.